Well, the NFL is facing a wrongful death lawsuit from the family of a legendary linebacker, Junior Seau. He killed himself last year. Tests later revealed he suffered from a brain disease, CTE, caused by repeated head injuries. The family blaming the league and has issued a statement explaining why they filed the suit. Let's bring in our legal panel. Defense attorney David Wohl, Vikki Ziegler joined us, civil attorney and adjunct professor at Fordham Law School. Good to see you both. Vikki, look, football is a game in which people voluntarily participate. It's a physical game, and yes, at times it can be violent with collisions. But look, players know that. They willingly engage in tackling, and in the law, isn't that called assumption of the risk?
Yeah,
and doesn't it insulate, normally, the NFL from liability?
Yes, Greg, we absolutely agree. I think that's the first point I would bring up. Assumption of risk, that these players, nobody's forcing them to go on the field. Obviously, it's kind of Mortal Kombat in any sporting arena where you're actually having physical contact.
Right.
That's the first argument. The second one is on who is contributorily negligent. If in fact Junior Seau did experience any type of medical problems, dizziness and the like, he never went to the medical professionals that are on the sidelines, that are there during practices, to make sure that he is taken care of.
Well, there's an even bigger point of contributory negligence. David, let me put it to you. It was Seau himself. He loved the physicality of the game. He enjoyed tackling opposing players. So I'm not sure you can really blame the NFL for that. In fact, here's what Seau said. We'll put it up on the screen. He was quoted as saying this: "If I can feel some dizziness, I know that guy," the opposing player, "is feeling double that." Now, look, there's no such thing as a safe tackle. Concussions happen. And unless you stop the game entirely, you're going to have head injuries, aren't you, David?
Well, I'll tell you what, and Junior was one of the greatest. I'm a lifetime Charger fan. I followed him forever. But, Greg, you cannot assume the risk for things that you don't know about. He assumed the risk for concussions, headaches, broken bones, but, Greg, he did not assume the risk for chronic traumatic encephalopathy. And that is the disease that has been recently found out that is created in the brain from multiple concussions.
But it's a phenomenon people have known about and doctors have known about for decades.
Listen,
repeated
here's the problem
blows
the
to the
NFL
head
has.
are going to cause problems long term.
Not Alzheimer-like symptoms that this disease has. And here's the problem the NFL has. In '94, they created a commission to look into this. They basically said, yeah, there's some problems, but the multiple concussions aren't like boxing, where it's very serious and causes long-term injuries. Then in '99, 5 years later, they settled with 3 different players, only one of whom we know, and that's Mike Webster, the former Steelers great. And Greg, one doctor testified in that case that his brain injuries were similar to someone who had been in 25,000 car accidents.
There's a problem here, Vikki, a problem of proximate cause, and in fact, there's 2 proximate cause problems here. Number one, did violent concussions cause Seau's CTE? And number 2, did CTE cause Seau to kill himself, or was it something else?
Very, very difficult to prove, Greg. Very good point. I mean, obviously, this could go on for years. The medical testimony is going to have to prove a direct cause, a relationship to Junior Seau's death, a self-inflicted wound, and the NFL having some culpability. That's going to be very difficult. They're also going to look into causation.
But there is.
But
David, there's one other thing. Look, we're talking suicide here. That is a voluntary act. It's a choice. So to claim that someone or something, the NFL in this case, is to blame for causing it, that's always been legally problematic in cases, hasn't it?
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, Greg. It is tough, I'll give you that, but there is precedent for it. 3 years ago, former Chicago Bears great Dave Duerson committed suicide in the exact same way. He took a gun, put it to his chest, shot and killed himself. And there are studies that indicate that CTE does cause suicidal tendencies.
No,
and they can prove this to a jury
suicide,
by a
and our courts have traditionally said
they can prove their case.
That the people who cause suicides are the victims themselves.
Exactly,
That's
Greg.
what the court said.
And you know exactly what the defense team is going to do. They're going to look at all of the other factors: depression, was there drug and alcohol addiction, financial problems, all of these other issues that contributed to his death.
Guys, we're short on time today. I apologize for that. But David Wohl and Vikki Ziegler, good to see you both. Thanks.
Thank you, Greg.
Good to see you, Greg.
Heather?